He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Coates. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top. So-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got rid of it. but it's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And listen, I have no problem being...
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Caught near the sticks. It's Stokes. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Thrust that arm out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Let's go, let's go.
Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you know the offense is going to come out trying to get this guy the football, right? He's their best receiver. He's their best receiving target. Great job on defense knocking that one away.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down.
Military stun! Military stun!
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and breaks into the open.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Georgia! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The give from the gun. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab for a big play. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
If feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on second and inches.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Base 27.
Going right to work up top. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Trick 9, beat. Trick 9.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his target down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on second and short. He's got the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Unloads it left. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Let's go.
Handoff to the lone back. Across the 35. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its...
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just saw he'd cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before He moves the chains.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On third down, he drops the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stokes. Lowers those pads. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set, first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Here we go. Set.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And you can tell they set up the...
The Dogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. Stiff. Oh, he's still got more. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. They want that clock to run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his play list.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off time,
gets away from one, finds some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because
touchdown Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their...
cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to...
He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Sooner Nation barely. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Gets it away off his back foot. And that one's incomplete.
And this offense has been completely one-dimensional. They have not been able to throw the football. Guys, they haven't thrown a completion yet.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that.